I try my best. Hi guys, welcome to another episode about what make this bike so special and one of a kind. The one of a kind thing is nobody else actually have it on the bike. So I'm gonna show you some overview on the parts which is on the bike and nobody doesn't have it. You can't buy it because I done it. I modified it heavily. Some of the part it's a pure fabrication. So let's get started, shall we? So first thing, it's what I actually done was this preparing like a headlamp cover. It's unfortunately it's overcast weather today, so you can't see all those sparkles go through the paint, but it's you see it's a little imperfection. When I stripped the old paint, well, I sprayed this bike 4 times, so this is gonna be a 5th time, so I need to make it perfect. But another thing, when you actually put it on a headlamp, just like that, it's just like that. You see, it's I'm a professional kind of guy which doing fiberglass. It's homemade, everything. That's look quite good. I like the gap, it's same on both sides, a little bit over gap in here, which is like a lip over, so it doesn't actually go all the way, but it's still copying the shape of that headlamp quite well, you know. So it's a little bit longer than stuff which you can buy in a shop, and most of the time it's on the side they have like a cut out bit. And when I actually bought this one from Rick Motorcycles, I put it on and I have like a one gap on the side was bigger than on another. It's like a shifted slide with that sideways, so I have to cut it down. I pretty much refabricate it. So tank was a completely different story. I bought this tank on eBay. You see a picture now. And what I have to do to this tank, it's I have to cut out the tunnel. So I have to cut out this material in here, this portion of a tank, because it's on a bike. I have those coolant lights in there, and I really don't want to modify anything on a bike. I have to put a plate in there, so mounted a fuel pump on it, and I have to create the rear section pretty much for my seat and for my the mounting points on the back. So seat being modified as well. It's completely custom. It's from a scratch. As you see on the first video, you see a steel frame, and you have those rubber grommets, which is actually tire valves. And it's black Alcantara, but only downfall on that material is doesn't repel any water, so all the water just goes straight in. It's acting like a big sponge. So I try to ride in my bike on the sunny days. I know, fair weather rider, sorry, but it's I just hate the cleaning up and sitting on a wet sponge which is supposed to be seat. I know you will see lots of imperfection in there. Bear in mind, I'm a professional paint sprayer. I'm doing that as a hobby. I'm not professional welder either, so if you see some welds which is you guys don't like, sorry, I'm not it's just there's a learning curve for me. So here's that fender. So obviously it's a rubber coating on it, and in this part it's sometimes it's tire rubbing the fender. On the first episode I explained it to you why. So Caraman turn signals, it's a 3-in-1. It's a light brake and indicator on each side. So just follow a few pictures and you will see how I done it. Front fender, it's been chopped down on this part and that, and piece of like that. It's been pretty much removed from a fender. You still see a little bit of rewelding a line, so a part like this being removed from a fender as well. So it's been shortened down and lowered close to the wheel. You see those welds inside, and some welds in here as well, same like this one. So this one is a chin fairing. As you see, it's completely unusual. it's obviously it's been right behind the front wheel, so it's all the stone. This is the first defense before it's actually hit the oil cooler, which is hidden behind it. So you see it's plenty of stone chip in there. Well, it's unfortunately it's no way how to protect it, so in this build I'm gonna respray it and try to make it a little bit more durable. But in the moment, this is always gonna be there. So there you have it, guys. If you like this episode, you know what to do, and I'm gonna see you next time. I'll be back.